Good morning, DBS. It's the start of another beautiful week. Happy Monday, and thank you so much for being with us here on DBS this morning. Of course, we are making sure you start off your week the right way with the right energy, and one of the ways we're going to do that is by making sure you see the morning news highlights so that you can participate in any discussions going on about what is happening here in our special slice of the world. Let's check out the latest from our news team. And with that, we come to the end of the morning news highlights. Right now, we are heading into a quick commercial break, but we will be right back with more of the content that you love every morning. So don't move. We'll be right back. Welcome back, DBS. Right now, we are coming to you from the Central Library in Castries, where I could say we just got to be part of a historic event. I mean, with the individual I am on screen with right now, I don't think he needs an introduction, but I feel proud to say I'm here with Hubert Pierre. Mr. Pierre, how are you doing this evening?
I'm fine. I'm pretty fine. I am VSADC and I'm having the flag waving, so I feel good about it.
Amazing. Of course, today you have launched a new book, of course, exploring the history not only of VSADC, but I could say the history of St. Lucia. I mean, the history of Conway. Unfortunately, I would have been part of a generation who would have not known the great stories of what Conway was before the government buildings took over the waterfront. But, of course, this is something you explore in your book. So I have to ask, what was your inspiration to write this piece right now?
Well, like I said, I mean, if you look at VSADC and who we were, people wouldn't take time off to even think about, even our achievements. You wouldn't see it anywhere else. So being a Conwegian, a VSADC boy, born out of both VSADC and CBC, I had to do something. I had to document it.
Of course. And now for our younger viewers, of course, you have created the word, or should I say, maybe I was not familiar with the word Conwegian, but a Conwegian is a person born and bred of Conway, Castries. Now, you need to take us in. What exactly is VSADC? Luckily, after today's event, I know, but for our viewers who may not be familiar.
Well, VSADC is a club, and we did drama and sports primarily. And when you think of VSADC, you think of the boys on the streets that nobody cared about. That one James Belgrave decided, no, he needs to do something about it. Find a home, find a place for them, get them together, and let them express themselves in whatever sport they felt like. We used to also be part of a choir, and around Christmas time, we'd practice together and go singing.
That's so beautiful. I feel like maybe my generation missed out on that series of activities in St. Lucia. I mean, people are so secluded from each other right now, the way society is.
Blame it on the technology, because we had nothing else to do but go outside and play, you know. Dirty our hands, you know. The same filthy hand, you eat everything, and you didn't get sick in those days.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's so important that we note down these things in St. Lucian history. Of course, we tend to be a people where we share a lot by word of mouth. So I would have known about Conway, about what was going on there. Like when you were speaking, there was a mention earlier on of a ramp in Conway where anybody could bring their vehicle to be cleaned. I heard of that from my grandparents, but not once have I read it anywhere. So it's so important, don't you agree, to note down St. Lucian history, not just with us sharing it by word of mouth, but putting it into books so it can really be engraved and carry on to future generations.
Yeah, well, that's true. And for me, it was rewriting the history, in that you'd hear about the stigma from Conway, the bad boys, the volleys, all these different type of things. But growing up there, like I said to somebody, if I have to be born again, I want to be born in Conway. The reason for this, by the time I was 11 years old, I was street smart. And you couldn't run certain things by me. And this is what it was naturally. So when people tell you only those foul things about Conway, I understood what they were fighting for. I understood their given situation. And people didn't help. People actually looked down upon them, which was very, very bad. because they were St. Lucians who needed help. And I think it's from this Conway system, I have devoted myself to becoming a humanitarian because I understand how people feel.
Absolutely. And of course, we've discussed this book, we've had the launch. People need to know where they can get a copy. And, you know, is a Lucian book complete? Like Don French said, is a Lucian book complete if you don't have a signature from the author? So how can they get a signed copy as well?
Well, I have made myself available, and that will be done on Tuesday, God's willing. I would be at the library from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So anyone who needs the book can just simply walk in, and I'll be there to sign it for them.
All right, amazing. Of course, they say writing in the way especially you do is a gift from God. So anybody who may be an aspiring author with the success you've had in the industry, how would you encourage them to not let that gift go to waste?
There are a few things. You must believe in yourself. You must understand what you write, it is you. For example, I'll tell you about me. When I went to school, I hated poetry. I found it was a waste of time. And I never knew why until I became a man. They would tell me about Chaucer, Wordsworth, and all the rest of them. But I realized I walked out on it because I was born to be it. It lives in me. It just simply comes out of me, you know. People would just mention one word, and I would take it and be able to tear it with a rhyme and give you a whole verse, etc. So it is something, it's a gift.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Pierre. Of course, I'll be in touch soon because I need a copy. I noted that there are a bit of pictures in the book as well, so I'd love to see what St. Lucia was like back in the day.
Yeah, even when Conway was being dredged, I had that picture in 18-something. Because most of you don't even know that Cassius is built on dredged land.
Well, I did know, but I'd just never seen I'd never seen any photos before.
Yeah, well, there you have it. You can find that there too. And I tried my best not only to speak about sports, but life in general of a Conwegian, you know? And that's what it's all about.
All right. I think we'll need to add that word to Urban Dictionary as well. Yes, you know, we need to put it on the internet. By any chance, will you be looking to create a virtual copy of the book as well?
Yes, I've started doing this, and I didn't do it because I wanted to do this. Because I didn't want them to get it otherwise, and then, you know, how many has been printed, truth being told. But of course, the virtual copy is coming. We should upload it deliberately in the next 2 weeks.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you so much again, Mr. Pierre, and we'll be in touch again soon because we are always looking for new opportunities to learn more about St. Lucian history.
I was writing a book on emancipation, really, and because I was a history teacher. And I completed it, and I'm looking about St. Lucia as it is, as an island and its people and whatnot. But I didn't have time to put it out because I wanted to do this.
So that means we have another release to look out for very soon?
Very, 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 very soon. Very soon.
All right, St. Lucia, you heard it here first. We're heading into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. DVS. I think I can say we're at the end of the rainbow because I'm here with Treasure and we are discussing the Miss District High pageant. Of course, only weeks left. I mean, it feels like so long since the girls started their journey. What has it been like and what's the energy a few weeks before the pageant?
Oh my gosh, chaos. I'm going to be very transparent. It is chaotic, you know, chaotic financially, chaotic resourcefully, but as the name says it all, I am Treasure. So I suppose to connect all the dots and make it an easy process for the young ladies. It's 10 schools right now, and I'm very fortunate that each and every single one of these young ladies are ready to put on a show like no other come next Saturday.
All All right. So the girls are certainly putting in the work. Of course, they are doing their rehearsals, they're doing their interviews.
Yes.
How are they feeling? Have we had any breakdowns yet? I know sometimes behind the scenes for pageants, emotions can run wild. So take us into the nitty-gritty.
Yes. So we had many workshops. We had a communications workshop where the ladies learn how to speak eloquently and also
Bennett,
articulate
of course.
with Bennett Charles. Thank you, Bennett. Yes. We do have a public speaking workshop and a Queen's Forum coming up. So for the workshop, we also had a testimony from one of the young she's still young, I mean, Mrs. Henry, yes, from Woodsview Estate. She gave a nice upbringing message to the young ladies of how she became magnificent with her estates, and her husband. And I think the testimony again was a workshop in itself. It's called industriousness. So they will show the ladies how to be industrious, how to make lemons turn into lemonade. And I think that from that initiative, they showed a little bit more compassion when it comes to just people at large, And I love that, yes, it's intense. The pageant is in the next week, actually. But breakdowns, not that I know personally, maybe amongst them, but I always ask them the questions because, again, they are young teenagers, and I'm very fortunate for me not seeing it physically. But definitely, I know they really, oh my gosh, we have to wear heels again, but I'm very happy for them, Miss Wooden. And of course, come August 20th, we'll see if the hard work will pay off.
All right. So, of course, all eyes on the pageant. All eyes for sure. I mean, people are keeping attention on social media. I noticed that there's a lot of live videos going on. Everyone is interactive.
Yes.
So, ahead of the pageant, we need to get our tickets. Are tickets still available, and from where?
Yeah. So tickets right now is available at the Cell St. Lucia. So that's the Cell in Rodney Bay. At Baywalk Mall, we have the Cell also in Castries in the William Peter Boulevard. We have the Cell. I have to step a little bit lower.
I'm not very tall, EBS.
We have the Cell on Clark Street in VA4. And last but not least, the Cell on Bridge Street in Soufrière. At the Cell, I love them. Thank you, Mr. Daniel, for hopefully assisting us in the ways possible with the tickets. The tickets are $65, and I think it's really important that St. Lucia do come out, because if sponsorship was very tight, then the tickets will keep it afloat, so everything will move effervescent with the pageants.
All right. Now, you know for sure St. Lucians need a reason to come out. Ooh. So if you had to give us your persuasive notes to come out to the pageant, what would you say? Get into character. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1.
St. Lucia, please come out, see the Miss District High contestants, August 20th. These ladies are coming with gorgeousness, ferociousness, talent, intelligence, but yet personality. I think on the day, they will show that personality, the hindering away from me. Because again, it's a competition, but Treasure knows best. And I do believe, I vehemently, I should say, believe, that you come out to support on August 20th, it will be a show of a lifetime, especially this summer.
All right, need not say much more, St. Lucia. We're heading to a quick commercial break. Be sure to get your tickets for Miss District High, and we'll be seeing you again in a sec.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's Soca Size session. Leading the wine, we have Suzanne from Studio Fit and Healthy 911 and myself, Shani, from Soca Size St. Lucia. Let's get ready to flaunt with Soca Size. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a cardio Soca Jam routine to Plaque by Umpa and Servants. Let's go! Alright, so we're gonna dip in our laundry basket and hang out the clothes. Let's go. Down, up, down, up, down. Let's go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna lunge and squat. Let's go. Lunge. Squat. Squat. Right. Yes. Keep going. Right. 4, 3 in our hands. We wash it. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Next load, next load. Down and let's go. Woo! Now wash it, clean, you're bending, skills, giving, chin. 4, 3, 2, lunge, squat. Yes. Aha. Washing the front, make sure your knees strong. When you bend down, 4, 3, 2, wash it, wash it. Let's go. Squeaky. Now wash it. You're bending skills. Giving cheers. Squeaky. 3, 2, lunge. Strong. When you bend down, or you scoop down. Washing the front. Make sure your knees strong. As low as you can go. Or you scoop down. Washing the wash it, wash it. Hey. Position your black. Squeaky. Squeaky. Now wash it. You're bending skills. Giving chin. 4, 3, 2. You know it. Now if you can't go too low, that's okay. Step it. Good. 4, 3. Last load, last load. Position no black. When you go no black. Woo!
And with that, we have come to the end of today's show. Of course, I want to remind you that tomorrow, Mr. Pierre will be holding a book signing ceremony at the Central Library in Castries. So if you want to get your hands on a copy, you can go over there and get it signed. Of course, a St. Lucian book from a local author is not complete unless you get it signed. So I think you should seize the opportunity to hold on to a piece of St. Lucian history. Now, before I can send you into the rest of your day, I need to share with you today's quote for the day. And this is one that resonates a lot with me. You'll be finding out why very soon. Sometimes the plans God has for you are bigger than the ones you could ever dream for yourself. Sometimes I know it can be scary to see like things are not going in the direction that you intended them to go, but that could just be Him nudging you towards your purpose. So you need to be open to new things coming to your life, and you need to be open to change, because without change, there is no progress. Have a wonderful day. Again, I'll see you tomorrow. See you then.